Okay, let's do these exercises now. So it says to determine the slope. We've been given a graph, so let's do that graphically. So we have 1 point when x is -4, y is +3, so right here. And then our second point when x is 3, y is -5. Okay, so we know slope is rise over run. So arbitrarily, I'm going to label this my point 1 and this my point 2. So my rise, I'm going down here, and I have to go down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8. So that is a rise of -8. And my run, I'm going to the right from point 1 to 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's +7. So I can't reduce that down, simplify that anymore. So that is my slope, -8/7. Okay. Another one we can do graphically. So we've got a point -2 and 3, and 5 and 3. And what you'll notice this time is our rise between those points is 0. There is no difference in height between those points. So slope is rise over run. Our rise is 0. Our run would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Doesn't really matter because any 0 over any number is going to give you a slope of 0. And that makes sense because those 2 points would be on a horizontal line, which is boring to ski, which means it has a slope of 0. It is 0 fun to ski. All right, next one. This time we're not given a graph, so let's do this one using the slope formula. So I'm going to make this first point my x1, y1, and the second one x2, y2. And you have it in your formula sheet, but I'm just going to write the general formula down again. So it's right here. So y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So let's plug in those values. So that would be -4 minus -4 over 3 minus -2, which gives me -4 plus 4 over 3 plus 2. So I get 0/5, which gives me 0. So this has a slope of 0. And if you thought about graphing it, that would make sense. You've got this point, -2, -4 would be somewhere here. And then 3, -4 would be somewhere here. And so you can see how that is a horizontal line. Okay, that was a tough one to start you out on. My apologies. Okay, next one. So I'm going to make this my x1, y1 and x2, y2. And so again, we've got our general slope formula, y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. And that gives me 5 minus -5 over 2 minus 2. Okay, which is 5 plus 5, or 10, over 2 minus 2, which is 0. Any number divided by 0, remember, is no or undefined. So this is an undefined slope because those 2 coordinates would actually give you a vertical line. Okay, and last one. So I'm going to make this my x1, y1 and x2, y2. And so we're going to plug that into our slope formula. So 6 minus -2 over 3 minus -1. So 6 plus 2 gives me 8, over 3 plus 1 gives me 4, and that reduces down to 2.